Glenda Mullet here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Saturday night, and it is June the 28th, almost the end of June. We're almost halfway through the year. Good Lord, when did that happen? Okay, I'm just making sure that everything is up and running, and I'm live. There we go. Oh, I can. I think I hear my grandson come in. He's funny. Okay, there we go. Now, I am trying something different tonight, and I don't know whether it's going to work or not. So I'm streaming live into Facebook page and the VIP group and YouTube all at the same time. And I don't know whether I'm going to be able to. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's Scrapbook Saturday, and tonight we are going to be prepping for one of my kits. And I know I said I was going to do Celebrate Together, but after I put that out there, I thought, oh, that's not going to work because I need to have Celebrate Together completed by next Sunday. So I just did all Celebrate Together, and then I did Memories in Bloom. I prepped that one, and I created those kits too. But I have a kit tonight that I'm going to prep with you, and it's brand new and it's not been released yet. So as you join, say hello. Let me know where you're from. I am located on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Yep, that was the grandson coming back. He's staying with us for the weekend because mom and dad are out of town. So we get to have James for a few days, and I'm so looking forward to it. It's been a while since now that he drives, yeah, he has a life, and you can't blame him. All right, so I need to know if you're watching, please let me know that I'm live wherever you're watching from, and let me know where you're watching from. Let me just go one other place, and I want to see if I'm live over there too. I'm never sure whether I'm going to see the chat from all three places or just two places. There we go. Now I go here, and then I put this on there. Okay. Well, hello, Patricia from Alaska. Welcome. Hello, Shelley from South Carolina. Yay. Oh, interesting. I'm trying some new stuff tonight, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to see all of the chat or not, because apparently Patricia is watching in one place on Facebook, and Shelley is watching on another place on Facebook, and it's not uploading comments from both. And hello, Cheryl from Charlotte, Michigan, and she's watching on YouTube. So I know I'm live in all those three places, but let's just see if this is going to work. Okay, so I recently registered for a Stamping Up event. It was a demonstrator-only event called Creativity Now, and that allowed us to get early access to some products that are coming out in the September to December mini catalog. And it was the Peaceful Days suite, and we could also opt to. Hello, Alice. We could also opt to order the Peaceful Days scrapbooking kit. Well, I jumped on that like white on rice. So I'm going to show you the whole suite that's coming. You'll get a sneak peek of it tonight. I've made one card, but I'm not showing that to you tonight because that's in an upcoming Facebook Live. And then we're going to prep the scrapbook kit that goes with it. So let me just flip you around here. I've backed myself out a little ways so you get a fuller view. So here's the scrapbooking workshop kit, and I'll show you that, and we'll prep that together in a minute. Now I have showed this suite a couple of times during my Facebook Lives. It is amazing. I just have to get myself organized here. Otherwise, I'm going to have piles of stuff everywhere. So this suite consists of the Peace on Earth stamp set and coordinating dies, and the Peaceful Greenery embossing folder. And this is what I did. This is what it does. So you get embossing all the way around the outside, and then there's a lovely area in the center that's flat that you can do sentiments on. And these sentiments are cool, but they also fit these two dies here. So and then there is the hues of blue flowers. So Secret Sea looks like Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, and white. That'll be cloud cover. So the designer paper is basic beige, cloud cover, crumb cake, Misty Moonlight, Secret Sea, and pecan pie. And then there's some white ones. And then we have this gorgeous blue and silver ribbon. Now it's got shimmer in the ribbon, and then it's got shimmer on the edge of the ribbon. And I can't wait to create cards. Now, this is not just for Christmas. This would make an amazing sympathy card suite. But you don't have to make sympathy cards. They'd be amazing for anything. So I'll show you. It includes glimmer paper in, what colors do they say? Blue, dark gray, and soft green. So I'll just show you the glimmer paper. And this goes with the designer paper. So there's blue, and so this is kind of like, they don't call it this, but Misty Moonlight-ish, Secret Sea-ish, and cloud cover-ish. And this is the type of glimmer paper that has texture to it, but does not come off. So you can feel the texture, but it doesn't come off in your fingers. Do you guys remember when we used to have glimmer paper, and the second you looked at it sideways, it leaked glimmer everywhere? That stuff was annoying. I still kept using it, but it was annoying. And then there's the designer paper. So let me just quickly show you the designer paper. So if you're watching, please say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, we have this. And then there's the one with the doves on it. And I even like the B side. There's the A side. And there's the B side of that one. And there's those two sides. Look at this. Don't those go great together? Did anybody else out there get this suite? Did anybody else do Creativity Now and get access to getting this whole suite? And then this is the final sheet. Isn't that pretty stuff? Man, I just have not had time to create with it yet. Alice says she's watching from her living room. Okay, so this is the Peaceful Day Scrapbooking Workshop, and it coordinates with that suite. And we are going to prep for the class. so that when I can order the kits, I'll be able to, and then there'll be either my September or October scrapbooking class. Depends on when I can order them. Okay, so all of our scrapbooking kits come with photo placeholders with all the sizes on it. I don't typically use them, but I keep them. I don't know why. Okay. Put this over there and put this here. Now, it comes with designer paper, which is two-sided, and specialty paper, which is one-sided. Patricia said she did but couldn't watch it, so will as soon as I can. I was busy with grandchildren because we were visiting our northern grandchildren last weekend. And that's when it was. And I didn't get to watch it either. I did go back and watch parts of it. And I can't wait to get the cards created. So this comes with 2 sheets of this designer paper. And it comes with 2 sheets of this designer paper. And these are the same papers that are in the designer paper from the suite. And then 2 sheets of this designer paper. And then we switch over to specialty paper. And you can tell it's specialty paper because it's only one-sided. And this paper is only available in the workshop kit. So you get 2 sheets of Secret C. Then you get 1 sheet that is a speckled Misty Moonlight pattern. And then we have 2-tone cardstock. Cloud cover, I'm assuming. Oh, this one tells you in the materials, you need the embossing folder. Oh, they're going to do some embossing. That's cool. Okay, so there's that one. And this paper is 2-toned, so it's light on one side and dark on the other. And pecan pie. And I'm assuming crumb cake. There's 2 sheets of crumb cake. Nope, there's 3 sheets of crumb cake. And then we have some stickers and push-outs. So these are the stickers, and they have adhesive on one side. And these are the push-outs. You get 2 sheets of push-outs. Those are cool. And then the thing I like about these is if you flip them over, it tells you which page they belong to. So they say project 1, but it's page 1. So I usually, when I'm prepping now, I pop these out and put them in with the pages that they need to be. But we will do that after we get all of the kits done. And then you get a step-by-step guide on how to prep it and then how to put it together. So it gives you pictures of the pages. And then it gives you the cutting guides. And I'll show you how to read these. And then it gives you step-by-step instructions of how to put all 6 pages together. I won't be doing that tonight. I'll be doing that in upcoming Scrapbook Saturdays. This one is just for prepping. Now I'm going to get my stand because I didn't get it out. I have this knitting stand and it flips like this and it stands up. And this is what I put my cutting guide on so that I can read it in front of me. So that goes there. Okay. So, but first of all, I'm just going to pop over and see if there's anybody watching over there. There's people watching over there. Good. All right. Does anybody else out there scrapbook? I thought I started a year ago, January, started doing classes and stuff, but I thought I started it doing scrapbooking then. But when I did a recent clean out of my craft room, I found a whole bunch of scrapbook pages. I totally forgot I did. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take out the base pages. So this one says use exclusive Misty Moonlight splatter paper for the base page for page 1 left and page 1 right. So we're going to go down here to the specialty paper, get the, oh, there's only one page. Ah, because page 1 right uses a different page. Interesting. So behind me, I start piles of page 1, page 2, and page 3. Hello, Valerie. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Patricia. We'll see you again soon. Now, the next one, I need the cloud cover crosshatch paper. So we'll find cloud cover crosshatch. There it is. One sheet of that, and that's going in page 1 pile. And then we'll flip this over to page 2. Use exclusive Secret C paper for your base page. Now, are both of them the same? Both of them are the same, so I'm going to grab both of those pieces out of my pile. And I do this first so I don't inadvertently cut them. Then we would have problems. Was bringing in the laundry, love the long outside clothes. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have to be careful when what I hang outside because hubby has got such allergies. It's awful. Use crumb cake, the light crumb cake cardstock for that one. And this one is the same. So we need 2 pieces of crumb cake cardstock. And remember, there was 4 of them in here. And you're going to use the light side. So we'll put the light side up like that. Okay, now we can start cutting. I've got all the pieces that need to remain whole separated. Okay, so this, I'm going to grab this sheet. And that is this one, and I need both of them. So we'll put this off to the side. We have both of them, and this tells you the orientation of your sheet. So you want the pattern running this way on both of them. Oh my goodness. It has another one of these diagonal ones. These are not fun, people. Let me tell you. I'll be right back. I have to go get this big cardboard thing. I don't have a paper trimmer that is wide enough to cut that. So we have to cut it by hand. And to do that, I need something long enough. So I use this cardboard backing off of my grid paper, and that's going to allow me to draw a line. So we're going to line this up one corner and line it up at the other corner. And it's just long enough to go right from corner to corner like this. And then take my pencil. Oops. Just got to lift that just a hair that way. There we go. And I'm going to draw a line. And I'm drawing it on the back side, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to see if I can see that. Yep. Put that cardboard off to the side. So have you got any idea what else I could do for this? Because now I have to take my scissors and cut along that line and hope that I don't get it too crooked. But if you guys are out there and you have any suggestions of how to do this, please let me know. I can't just stick it in a paper trimmer because it's way too wide, because it's at least 17 inches diagonally. And I don't have a paper trimmer that goes up that high. So this is why I do it this way. This is a bit difficult because this is such a dark pattern. I should have used my white pen, I guess. That way maybe I would have been able to see. There we are. So we have 2 pieces. Now, I used to put stickers on these, but I don't do that anymore because I ran out of stickers. So I'm going to write on them in pencil. So this is 2A and this is 2E. And then I'm going to take these and put them in the number 2 pile. And then we're going to do our next sheet. I'm going to cut all of these pieces. I have my paper trimmer. And it also tells you which is your first cut, which I think is cool. Now you get the orientation is right. It's up and down. Oh, thanks, Val. Okay, so the first one is 1.5. 1.5 by 12. So we'll do this. 1.5, and that becomes 3A. And then we have 1.5 by 12, another 1.5, like that. And this one is 3J. And then 1.5 by 11.5. Okay, now I have to take out my arm here. And I'm going to cut a 1.5 inch slice. 1.5. So has anybody out there got, here in Canada, it's the long weekend. Has anybody got any exciting plans for the long weekend? I'm going to turn it this way and cut it at 11.5. We don't. Well, hubby does. I do. We have exciting plans. We're just not going anywhere. Hubby is going to be working on the train, and this is 2F. They have the train running today, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And these 3 days are the steam train. So he's excited to get the steam train back working again. And this one is 4.25 by 10 3/4. So 4.25. And of course, the grandson will be down there too, by 10 3/4. And then these little pieces, you can save them and make cards and add them to other things in your scrapbooking. This is 3I. Now you're probably wondering why I'm writing this in pencil and not putting it in like a white pen or something. Because if I mess up and write it on the wrong side, I can always erase it. Valerie has no plans. That's okay, Valerie. Okay, so this is 1.5. You have plans to stay home and enjoy the weekend. 1.5. And this piece is extra, so that goes in my extras pile. And 5.5. And that's 2C. So today I spent most of the day. Oops, hang on. I think I got my piles. So that's a 3. And this is a 3. Yeah, I got my piles mixed up here. Not good to have mixed up piles. I did my videos for the Kintsugi class today. Got them all done. So 1.5 by 1 times 2 pieces. Okay, so this is, cut that at 2. That's an extra piece. Cut this at 1. So I'll be creating the next couple of days. And this is 2H and 3G. 2H and 3G. All right, so this is page 2, page 2, page 2. And this one is page, these are page 3s. Okay, that takes care of those 2. Now we're going to do these 2. So the 2 sheets with the doves on them. And we're going to do one at a time. So I'll just put that one back down there. This one we're going to cut 8.5 by 10.5. So this goes 8.5. 8.5 by 10.5. And these are, that's extra. And this is 2G. And then from the piece that we cut off at the end, I just have to move you out a little bit because I need to get my paper trimmer in here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 half-inch strips. Okay. 1. 2. I like using the paper from the designer paper because if I mess up and cut it wrong, then you can always grab a sheet out of your designer paper. But for the exclusive papers, you can't do that. And 4. Okay, so one of these needs to be 10.25. So I got my videos all done for Kintsugi this morning and was able to upload the video to Denise. This is 1D. Because we're collaborating together. And I promised her before the end of the month. This one is 9.5. And I made it. I made it before the end of the month. End of June. And this one is 1F. And then I need one that is 8 inches. I was going to do a card tonight. So what do you think? Should I do a card? I saw a really pretty butterfly one. And this one is 6.5. And that's 1M. And I need a piece 1.25 by 2.5. So we have to cut this at 2.5. And this is extra along with these pieces. Then I need to cut this to 1.25. And this is 3F. Jess says she's watching but not listening. Not that she can hear me, so me commenting on it's a moot point. Okay, now this one is 8.5 by 8.5. And I'd like to say hi to all of those people who, this is extra, going to my extras pile. Watch and don't comment, or watch me with the sound off. And if you enjoy my videos, that's extra. That's going to the extra pile. If you enjoy my videos, hit those emojis and let Facebook know. And this is 2B. Okay, so this and that. Just making sure I've got the right side. Those are page 2. This is page 3, and these are page 1. Okay, one more. Need this sheet. And this is kind of higgledy-piggledy, so I don't think there's any right way up and right way down, but this is a whole bunch of skinny strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them at 1/2 inch. All right, let's just get cutting here. Oh my gosh, not scrolling again. Oh, look at all this. Oh, I have to make a note to get a hold of these guys and find out why chat is not scrolling. There. I will get in touch with them. They can tell me why. Thanks for letting me know, Alice, because I missed. Alice says use an X-Acto knife, ruler, and a cutting mat to do that corner to corner. Yeah, that's basically the same as what I did. Oh, Alice is going to be putting a tent up and gel plate print outside and a market on Sunday. Nice. And I apologize that it's not scrolling. I don't know why. Okay, so what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 half-inch slices. Okay, so first one is at 11.5. Valerie's phone is ringing. 1. 2. I know there's lots of stuff going on in town. There's craft fairs and farmers markets. That's 3. And I would imagine there's stuff going on July the 1st down at the Key. 4. But that would mean I'd have to go out where people are. And I think I'd rather stay home and create. 5. 6. I don't want to go see people. 7. 8. So James brought his 9. I got one more to cut. Brought his webcam over, and we're going to try and see if it will work with my program. And then if it does, then I'm going to buy a webcam, because I've been contemplating getting a new phone, but that's expensive and webcams are not. Not yet about scrapbooking, says Alice. Well, there's always a chance to start eventually. Okay, so I need, all right. So when they tell you what to cut, I don't know, it's really small. Can you see the little asterisk that is beside that there? That means you use the other side. So 3B, I use this side. So I have to put my number on that side. So that's page 3. And 3K is the same way. So we'll flip that over, put 3K on there. And then the rest of them, oh, yep, the rest of them are all this way. So this becomes 1N. And then 1A. 1O. 1R. I like not having to put all those little stickers on there. 1I. 1E. See if I cut enough strips. 1S. Uh-oh, I'm short a strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm short 1 strip. I'll have to cut another 1/2-inch strip. Well, that makes sense because that would be 5 inches I cut off, and 1/2-inch strips. In 5 inches, there's 10 of them. Okay, this is 1U. Now these are going on the 1 pile, and these go on the 3 pile. Okay. And out of this piece that's left, I'm going to be cutting a 3/4 by 5, but I'm using the other side. So we might as well just flip this over, cut this at 3/4. We'll do it on this end, and it's easier to hold on to while I'm cutting. 3/4. And all of this goes in the extras pile. Which is, oh yeah, because there's only 1. And that becomes 5 inches. That's extra. And this is 2D. Okay, we're done that. Now we're switching to cloud cover. And we want the dark side. So first thing to do is figure out which is the dark side. This is the dark side. Come over to the dark side. And I need 2 strips that are 1/2 an inch. So that's 11.5 and 11. I might get one of these, 2 of these pages put together tonight. What do you think? Nobody answered me when I said, do you want a card, or do you want me to do a card tonight? Might just leave it at an hour for the prep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces at 5 inches. So I'm going to cut this first of all at 10. Cut that at 10. And then cut this at 5. And we have 2 pieces. And then we'll do the same thing. I'm trying to keep this so you guys can see what I'm doing on my cutting, but it keeps on migrating. And 2 pieces of 5. And then I'm going to flip them over to the light side. And I'm going to put on there 1B, 1G, 1 C, and 1H. So there's page, those are all going on page 1. And then I need, another 1/2-inch strip. I guess I should have cut that at the same time. Oh well. Another 1/2-inch strip. This time I want, can't read that far away, 4 3/4. 4 3/4 and 4 3/4. See, it's migrating. I can't quite reach it, and when I lean forward, it pushes it up. Okay, this is 1P and 1Q. So those are also going on page 1. And then out of the remainder, we're getting a 7 by 7 3/4. So let's cut that at 7. And this is extra. And this is going to be 7 3/4. And then this is extra. And this is 3D. Okay, page 3, page 1. Someone is saying hello on YouTube. Oh my God, Alice. Hello, Carol. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl wants to see a card. Okay, now I have 2 more sheets to cut. Crumb cake and pecan pie. So we have crumb cake. The dark side first. And I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4. We'll see. If I can remember what that butterfly card was, because it was gorgeous. I saw it, one of those Facebook reel things, and I tried to email it to myself and it hasn't come through. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 times 1 by 4 1/4 times 2. And then 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, 1 W and 1 K and 1 V. Those are all page 1s. And then the next one. I can save reels. Yeah, I know. I try to share it and email it to myself, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Pardon me for my swearing. It's a pain in the buttinsky. Okay, 4 1/4. I need another one at 4 1/4. And one at 5 1/4. That's extra. 5 1/4 by 4. Cut that off and then cut it diagonally. Now this one I'll be able to cut diagonally. So when you're doing diagonal like this, you don't want to start at an edge because you don't want to ruin your tip. So start your cutter in the middle and just go to both sides. There we go. And then out of this piece, I need 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. We're almost done. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. These are extra pieces. Now this one is 1X. These are 3H and 3C. And this one is 1J. I have a sneeze. Sorry. Pardon me. Okay. And pecan pie, the dark side, at 6 1/4. That's 6 1/4. What's 12 minus 6 1/4? 5 3/4? Yes. I'm going to cut this at 5 3/4 because the 6 1/4 is in a weird spot in my paper trimmer. So cut this at 5 3/4. Hope that I did it right. And yep. Now I need 7 1/2. And 4 1/4. So the 7 1/2 is 3E. This one is 3L. Facebook saves it and you can view it anytime. Oh, I'm going to have to try that. I like to think I'm up on technology, but I'm really not. I'm hoping that this webcam is going to solve my issues so that I don't have to buy a new phone, because I'd rather pay $200 for a webcam than $1,200 for a new phone. So that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and this one is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we're going to try it. And then that's an extra piece, and that's it for cutting. Put my paper trimmer over there. This is 3N and 3M. Okay. Now, I take each pile. So this is page 1. And now I'm going to flip them all over. And put them in alphabetical order so that when it comes time for me to do the pages, then they're easy to do. So that's D, F, M, T, U, O, R, E, E, N, N, R, S, and A. So we'll do, my sleeves keep grabbing them. A, D, E, oops. I should have my rubber finger on or something, I think. Forgot these ones. C, G, Q, O, Q, P, N, O, P, H, and B. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Oh, there's an I in there. Where's I? G, H, I. I has to slip in here. There we go. R, S, T, and U. There. Now put them all same height, I hope. And I'm going to get a fold over clip. And I'm just going to clip these all together. Then I don't have to worry about them, and I can flip through them to figure out which ones I need. And then these ones, I'll just do this. Ooh, goes up to X, W, X, V, J, K, V, W, and X. And of course, they'll be this way. That. Get a paper clip. There we go. And then I just slide them into one of these old designer paper packages that I keep. And there we go. Those are ready. So that's page 1. Now page 2. D, B, G, read it, H, C, F. We have a person sneaking in my craft room. I don't? Oh. What are you coming in here looking for? I think the left one's hanging there. The right one I think is still on the table beside my chair. He came in and stole my ear pods. Good thing I'm not using them. That was James, the oldest grandson. We had dinner, and then we were sitting there talking about ice cream and how the only thing we like about McDonald's now is the ice cream. Then we decided to pop over and get some ice cream. Oh, Brenda says she's looking forward to getting this kit. It's a good one. I think it's going to make some gorgeous pages. And page 3. Page 3. More little tiny pieces of paper. Of course, these ones, that's G, F, B, A, got A, and there's B. We'll put that one on there. And this one is J, F, G, and J, K. And this one is I. So A, B. We'll just attach these here. Maybe I should put this one over top of this one, otherwise I'm going to lose it. There we go. And J and K, the little ones on there. And then we have E, L, N, M, L, L, M, N, E, C, and H. And we'll just put that one in there like that. tuck this in here. Except these need to be flipped over because those are the sides I'm using. Come on. Now we'll tuck this inside, and then I'm all ready when it's time to do the pages. And I don't quite know. I think next week I am. I think we're doing page 1, left and right next week. There we go. We are ready. Now, 3, 2, 1. Those on the side because I'm going to take these push-outs and I'm going to put them in the envelopes with page pieces. There's some big circles. I'm glad they didn't have me cut all these circles. I don't know how I would have done that. Come on. That's one. And that's one. Get this other big ones out here. I never used to do this. I used to wait until it was time to do the pages. But I find by doing this, then I'm not always searching for them. Those are all page 1. That's 3. Three. Some flowers. 2. Does anybody else do this? Take them all out and organize everything? Or do you just decide I'm going to scrapbook this and do it step by step? Prep each page and make each page instead of prepping all 3 of them. Or do you scrapbook at all? I like making the pages, but apparently I don't like putting the photos in because I haven't done that yet. Oh, this one doesn't have a number. 2. I'm going to write a 2 on that in case it gets lost. They're both part of 2. I really should wear short sleeves when I do this because they all grab my sleeves. All right. These are 1s. Now, get it on the right side. So who out there has the Kintsugi suite? Did you manage to get it before it went on back order? Because everything is supposed to be back in on the 7th. So I've crossed my fingers because I've got quite a few things I need to order as soon as it comes in. I know Alice got it. It's quite different from anything that we've ever had before. Okay. More great big circles. I don't know what to tell you. Tell me what you guys, tell me what you did this week. Did you do anything exciting or good or happy? Made your heart happy? Got some good news to share? Not necessarily stamping related, but just if something extraordinary happened in your life. Y'all know what I've been doing. And I would imagine by now you're tired of hearing about my life. It's very dull and boring. However, my peas are ready, and we're enjoying eating peas, both the pod ones, the poddy ones, and the edible pod ones. So that's fun. There's going to be a lot of these little flowers on page 1. Tell me, have you taken advantage of the sweet sale, the sweet BOGO sale? Have you managed to pick up some bargains? There's more flowers. Good Lord, love a duck. Well, these are page 2. I need to scroll. Remember the color of the butterfly? Yes, it's purple. It was purple. I have the Kintsugi Suite, only used the stamps and dies so far. They are gorgeous. I love the Kintsugi. It is nice to create with something that's different. That's why I like these ones. This suite too, because we've had doves before. I wish that if I had a wish list of something that I would like them to create for Christmas, I would like to have a really nice poinsettia. It's been a few years since we had a really nice one. We had a set of dies and stuff, but it's been a while. Alice got the Halloween one and the Charming Day suite. Ooh, yes. 2 really good choices. Okay, these are page 2. There we are. Now the only thing that's left is the stickers, and I leave them on the sheet. Hello, Kathy. So I'm going to leave those on the sheet. These I'm going to put in here. Page 1. And page 2. And page 3. There, that'll tell me also which pages those are when it comes time to create. Now, these are all leftover pieces. We could make a card out of this. Should we make a card out of these leftover pieces? Because I've got the stamp set and the dies and the ribbon and the embellishments. These back in, I love that these come in this oversized Ziploc bag. Alice has gone in search of the butterfly reel. Okay. Let's create a card with the leftover pieces, shall we? Shall we? If anybody's out there watching still. I have this. We can create one of these cards. Let's see, that one, that one. Oh, let's create this one because it's got a hidden peekaboo thing in there. Okay, and we're going to use pieces from the scrapbook kit instead of designer paper. So I'm going to put my designer paper away. We do need the glimmer paper, and it doesn't have, we'll need that. It doesn't have any of the ribbon on it, but we can always add ribbon. Okay, Kathy likes the idea of making a card. No, Alice, I can't give you any specifics. I'm just going to have, I'm sure that it will show up in my email eventually. This is what it does. I send it from my phone using Gmail, and then it comes like 2 days later. Okay, so I need cloud cover cardstock. Grab some white at the same time. Hello, Carol. Yes. Okay, I have a card base already cut out. Look at that. It was meant to be. And then I need cut a small label. A small label. Okay, need the dies. Oh, and I need my die cutting machine. I haven't got that. Need cut one of these out of white. Got to get my machine and the rest of my white. This is so not the card I was planning on doing. But that's okay. All right, I'm going to cut a white small label out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll find it. All I know is it was beautiful It was beautiful butterflies. It was in purple and white, and it was colored with Stampin' Blends. Okay, card base, and we have a small label. Now I need a piece of designer paper. Which one shall we use? They say small print. We don't have any small print left over. Oh, let's use this piece. I need a piece 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay. I'm going to cut it so that I can use that. So I'm going to do this and do 1 3/4. And then they say to put it on here. Sorry, I have to do this. I have to do the width or it's going to be. Oh, no. It moved. but that's okay. All right, now they say to adhere this to this. Just use a bit of Tombow here. I'm going to grab my. Okay, now which side do I want out? I want it to go this way, so I want it to go this way. And it's going to sit down there like that. And then they say to fussy cut that. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to put this back on and I'm going to run it through again and cut that excess off. It would have been smart to add that before I cut this the first time around. So there, like that. And just pull that through. There we go. Okay. Stamp sentiment in Misty Moonlight ink on the label. Misty Moonlight ink. When do points expire? It depends on what points. You sent it to me in Facebook Messenger. I did not get it. I did not get anything in Messenger. It depends on what points, Alice, because the ones that we started accumulating with the new rewards system expire in a year. But we had some that converted over. Okay, what am I doing? Sending love. Love and sending. And those are running out on the 30th of June, I believe. I had to grab some blocks here. Because this is in 2 pieces. Oh, I got it. Yep. Looks like that's the one, Alice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Now, this, we're going to put Stamp the Love on here. Oh, wait. I have to clean this. Brand new stamp set. Haven't used it yet. Well, haven't used this stamp yet. So just let me clean those just to get rid of any residue from the manufacturing process. And we're going to put this over a little bit. I've already done my walk today too, so I don't even have to worry about going and doing that when I'm done. Sending love. Perfect. Stamp sentiment. Add here hues of blue flower to the label. Okay, hues of blue. Where are you? Take out. We used a white one, a big white one. So we will use a big white one right there. So there's the hidden tag. Awesome assistant, Alice. Yes, she is. I'm trying to talk her into being my virtual assistant. She hasn't agreed yet. Now, stamp the sentiment in Misty Moonlight ink. Pardon me, I have to take a drink. I've been talking too much. Three by 1 1/4 inch piece of basic white cardstock. 3 by 1 1/4. One and a quarter. Oh, it's even the right size. And we're going to put on this one heartfelt prayers. I thought that was a kind of a cool card, Alice. The one you found was nice and bright and colorful and is made with beautiful butterflies, which is one of my favorite stamp sets in a while. Okay, heartfelt prayers in misty moonlight on a 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. No, wait. 3 by 1 1/4 inch piece. Okay, I got the right size. There's that. Take your pick tool with the rotary tip to add perforated detail on all four. Oh, where are my tips now? There they are. I got these tips and I've never used them. Get out a cutting mat here. Let's close the ink before it decides to run away. And this out, maybe, or not. Apparently it's not wanting to come out. Okay, let's try the other one. Yes, I have 2 of them. Actually, I have 3 of them. One lives in my studio full time. Okay, I'm gonna put this on here like this. And I have a little tiny ruler somewhere. There it is. And we're going to, oh no, that's not going to work. Because you know me, I'm OCD, so I kind of need it to be the same. Ooh, cool. Well, it's not going very deep. Maybe I need to do it on my went crooked. It went crooked. Oops. Oh, it doesn't go very deep. That's weird. I thought it would go deeper. Oh, maybe I need to push it out. Aha! That could be why. Aha! Except now it's going to rip. It took me 4 sides to get this right. Whoops. Interesting. Okay, I'm not liking this because now it's going to tear. Might have to restamp that. But at least I figured out how to do it. Can you see what it does to the edge there? Thank you, Carol. I like to surprise her instead of being a pain in the butt. I help out. And the help is appreciated, Alice. Usually up to some sort of shenanigans, especially when the chat doesn't scroll. It looks amazing. It was meant to be. Hello, better late than never. Hello, Christine. You didn't miss the card at all, except that I'm not liking that. So I'm doing that again, and I'm not going to do that. Okay. That doesn't make my heart happy. Maybe I pushed too hard. Okay, now I need another 1.5 by 3 inch piece, and we'll just ditch that one. 1.25 by 3 inches. Okay. Oh, I have 2 pieces. I don't want 2 pieces. 1.25 by 3. There. And we'll stamp it again. Heartfelt prayers. Okay, that's good. We're not doing that. Blah blah. 3 by 3 inch piece of the large flower print designer paper. Lightly bend the perforated edges to add dimension. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Okay, I don't have a 3 by 3 piece of, this is the one they want me to use, I think, but I don't have a leftover 3 by 3 piece. So tell me, is that big enough? Should I use the doves or should I use the leaves? Which one should I do? So this is the card that we're making here, and it's this piece. So which piece, which pattern should I use for that? And while you're deciding that, I'm going to emboss a 3/4 by 1 3/4 piece of cloud cover cardstock. And we have card cover 2-tone cardstock, so let's use that. Because, oh, it's a little bit different color. Okay, we're not using that. I'll get the real one. 3/4 by 1 3/4. 3/4 by 1 3/4. Is anybody out there? you were being on your best behavior? 3/4 by 3/4. Oh, piercing mat. Yeah, I could use that. Leave, says Alice, Christine, and Kathy all want me to use leaves. Okay, we'll use leaves. Now this I have to emboss with the embossing folder. One little tiny piece right about there, I think, is a good spot to do that. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't move. Piercing mat would have been a smart thing to use, Alice. Okay. Got one embossed piece. Oh, you guys didn't tell me to get rid of me on there. Okay. adhere a 3/4 inch by 2.5 inch piece of Secret Sea glimmer paper embossed cloud cover cardstock and sentiment to the card base using Stampin' Seal. Okay, first of all, I'm going to cut this. I need to cut it into 3 by 3. 3 by 3. And I need a piece of glimmer paper, the Secret Sea glimmer paper. So that is this one. And I need a 3/4 inch by 2.5 inch piece. So we're going to stick this at 3/4. This glimmer paper will dull your blades quite quickly. This is the old style glimmer paper that we used to have all the time. 3/4 by 2.5. And it does dull your cutting blades very quickly. Okay, you go over there. Where's my card base? Somebody stole my card base. Okay, now it says adhere that. Why would they do that? And that. Leaving room for the 3 by 3 designer paper. So why don't you just put that on first? Makes sense to me. I'm going to put that on first. And then this is going to go on here like that. Okay. Adhesive. And we're going to put that right about there. Is that straight? Yeah. Yep. And then this goes on below that. This would be really cool to use with a whole bunch of different designer papers. And then this is going on. It goes down here to the bottom like that. Uh-oh. 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 I have an issue. Actually, I did say we could see you way, way up. Yeah. Alice says, wait, where does the secret part go? Yep. Secret part goes right here where I put adhesive on. Thank goodness Stampin' Seal allows you to pull things back off. Okay, now I have to get rid of the adhesive on here. Because this one side has to have no adhesive, so you can slide the secret message in behind there. Good thing it comes off with this eraser. If you don't have one of these erasers, go to the dollar store and get one. Okay. Now we're going to put this down like this, right against there. And then this one's going to go right here, like that. And then this tucks in under there like that. Oh, dimensionals. Oh, all right. So that should have been on dimensionals. I should really read the instructions before I start these things. How to remove adhesive. You know what? I'm just going to cut another piece because this is leftover anyways, right? Three, five, three. Whoops. My cutting blade came right out of my trimmer. Where are my mini dimensionals? Where are my mini dimensionals? This is not good. Oh, there they are. I'm going to use mini ones because then there's more room for the label to slide in and out. So you're making a little pocket. So when you guys, those of you that do these scrapbook kits, do you save all these extra pieces that you have after doing all your cutting, and do you use them? Yes, I save them. No, I don't use them. Really need to start doing that because this is a really cute card. There we go. There's that. And then this is going to slide under there like that. Slide the label inside the pocket you just created. Okay, now, where's the ribbon? Do we want to put a bow on here? You want to tie a little bow and put it? Yes, we do. Let me get my bow maker. And then we have to stamp the inside or do something on the inside. And I'm going to make a little bow. Try this. Put a piece of cardstock on the adhesive. No. No. You can actually tell underneath when you've done that. But that would definitely be a solution if I didn't have that extra free designer paper, because it's free because it was left over from another project, right? Okay, just playing with my bow here to get it nice and tight. Grab my ribbon scissors. And oh, I don't know which way I want to trim it though. So I can't trim it on there. A little bit of trimming on there. There we go. A lovely bow. And the glue dot. Put that on there, and then I'm going to add some more embellishments because one is not enough. There. So we got a little bit of embossing, we got a little bit of glimmer paper, we've got some of the embellishments on there. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be daring and put 5 of them on here. Put one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these ones. One of these ones. Right there. There we go. Embellishments. Oh, the ribbon is really pretty, isn't it? So what do you think of the card? If you got this card, would you know to pull this out and have a little hidden message in there? Okay, I'm gonna do an inside piece because I don't ever send out a card with a naked inside an envelope. Where's my stamp set? So this one only has sentiments. I'm thinking that when this comes out in the catalog, I bet it has a coordinating stamp set that has some images on there. But I'm going to die cut a couple of doves, and we'll put them in there. So what color should I do the doves? Okay, let's use this glimmer paper. Should we use a glimmer paper? Oh, got this paper. Of course, it's cut the wrong way, that piece. Maybe I'll just run a strip of the designer paper in there. If I cut this off at the right width, it will have some doves on it. So let's just do it at, let's see, 3/4 of an inch, I think. There we go. And then it's 5 1/4. So if I cut this at 5 1/2, then I'll have enough to cut off. Let's use that piece. It's got more doves on it. And then we'll just slip this on here. Oh, I would love to put a piece of misty moonlight underneath there. No, it'll do. Adhesive, where are you? Here we are. Uh-huh. Okay. Got to go a little bit more. Thanks, Christine. Okay. I like that top, so that's why I put it more adhesive up there, because I like the fact that it's got a little dove on there. This on here like this. Trim off the excess. Now, if I was going to cut a dove, what color should I cut the dove out of? What color should I cut the dove out of? Could cut it out of the back side of this. What is the back side of this one? Oh, let's cut it out of this one. Will that fit? Yep. Okay. And we'll put one die cut dove on the inside and one on the envelope. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just put that right there like that. Should I put the dove on the inside, or should I just put it on the envelope? is that those colors don't really match. Should I put that in there or just put it on the envelope and leave that strip on there? I know I'm going to put it on the envelope. So I just have to, okay, where did I put I lost my silicone mat. No idea where it went. Good thing I have another one. Put some glue on this dove. And I like to go right up close to the very edge when I'm putting it on an envelope because then it won't catch on anything. And just lots of it on the inside. Hold everything down. Cloud cover or glimmer paper on the envelope. Envelope 2. Yes. It's going on the envelope, but am I putting it on the inside? Ooh, I like that on the envelope. I'm not sure I like it on the inside. Instead of that, I'm going to take this cloud cover and we're going to put a little strip of that on there. Just about 1/8 of an inch. I don't want it too wide. Put that, yeah, I'm not going to need the dove on the inside. Just get that a little trim. Some glue on it. We can put the dove on the front. Be daring. I like the dove, but the colors don't match. I don't know, it doesn't make my heart happy. We'll put it that way. Okay, now flip this over and attach this in there. We have a little bit of bling happening on the inside. Oops, I went flying across the other side of the room. Maybe we should cut one of these doves out of glimmer paper and put it on there. What do you think? Do we just be way out to lunch? I'm going to need a piece that is how wide? 2 inches. 2 inches by 2 by 2. 2 by 2. I have a big mess happening, let me tell you. If you could see what's going on behind me. I don't know. That might just be too much. Maybe it needs to be white. I know, I should stop. This is when I get a card done, and then I just keep going. And I shouldn't keep going. I should just stop and carry on. That's it. I have to stop now because I just dropped my cutting plate on the floor. Oh yeah, that's better. Nope, I like the white one. I like the white dove on there. I have to move this though, because it's in the way. Down here. All that, and I ended up with a white one. Oh, does it need to be up on dimensionals? Yep. You guys are probably out there going, oh my God, will it? Oh, hello, Lena. Yes, white dove it is. White dove popped up. You guys are probably out there going, oh my God, does she ever stop? Been almost 2 hours. Yeah, but you know, we're having fun. At least I am. I prepped a whole scrapbook kit tonight, created a card, had a lovely chit chat with my peeps. Because I'm not live on Monday. There. Look. What do you think? A little bit of Wink of Stella just on the edge of the wings. I don't want to put too much on because it becomes, in my opinion, it becomes gaudy when you put too much on. But I think just right at the very edge of the wings, it's just about enough. There we are. And the beak. The beak goes on. There we go. Now we have. Oh, Milo just showed up. Milo, my darling, where have you been? Bad, bad kitty. There we go. There's the outside. And there's the inside with a little bit of bling. And this is the card we started with. And then we did some customization to it. And I think it turned out fabulous. And I can't wait to see if we get a stamp set with a dove image in it, because that would be just perfect. I like it. I'm happy. Not happy when I turn around and see my mess, though. That embossing folder piece just adds a little bit of extra, doesn't it, Christine? It just adds a little, you can't see it because I'm on the wrong camera, but it adds just enough of embossing that it adds a bit of texture. Thanks, Diane. Thanks, Kathy. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that it's almost 2 hours, but I do appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the creative journey, the preparation of the scrapbook kit and the creative journey to get this card done. And you can expect demonstrators will get early access to pre-order this in August, and then it will go live to customers in September with the new catalog. Thanks, Lena, Nicole. Milo was snoozing. And Carol, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit those emojis if you're watching on Facebook and you like the video. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down there and subscribe to my channel, and it will let you know every time I go live. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing long weekend, and I will be back. When am I? Let me find out when I'm live again, because I have no idea. That's June. That's not going to help me at all. Wednesday. I will be live a Wednesday night. Wednesday night? Oh, no. No. Live at 4:00 Monday afternoon with one of the cards that I didn't get. That was not a good thing that happened up north, one of the Kintsugi cards. And then I'll be live on Wednesday in my VIP group with a Kintsugi fun fold, and that's also the one that I did from up there. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and I will see you Monday. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.